Right. You can see right here that Sam is basically admitting that he has no idea what he's doing. It's crazy that at this point in time, and even probably till today, Sam is still mentally younger in bodybuilding in comparison to his frame, in comparison to his physique. It's incredible. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Very happy and excited to be here today. We recently put out a video in regards to Sam Sulek training with Larry Wheels, and you guys, I'm very happy to say you guys loved that video.
Yes! Perfect.
Very grateful to say it. Now, what we're going to be discussing today, because I got some requests in the comments, is Sam actually training with Urs, I believe you say his name, Kalecinski, something along those lines, or better known in the industry, the Miracle Bear. I believe that's his nickname because his last name is actually a little complicated sounding, and so he's known by the Miracle Bear, which is a very interesting name because when you look at the guy, I don't know, when I think of Miracle Bear, I think of something like, I don't know, kind of like a magical little bear, something like that. This dude is huge. He's jacked. This guy is insane looking. When I look at his physique, he reminds me of if Ken from, like Barbie and Ken, if Ken actually trained. That's what Urs reminds me of. Now, Urs used to be in classic physique last time I checked. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, guys. But he's moved over to open because he didn't like the fact that he was stuck at a weight cap. So essentially now he can gain all the muscle mass he wants in open rather than be stuck in classic physique. Now, Urs is an IFBB pro. Sam Sulek is an IFBB pro. We're going to be taking a look at their video today. Now, they have a couple videos together. The one that I chose to use because I referenced it in my Sam Sulek Larry Wheels video is Chest with Urs Kalecinski. Now, the interesting thing about these two guys, Sam and Urs training, is the fact that Sam is kind of known for like being really motivated, really hardworking, but also very unconventional in his training nature. As you guys saw in the previous video that we worked with Larry Wheels, he is a little bit unconventional, and you'll see that again in this video. He's known in the industry for not really adhering to what a lot of bodybuilders, seasoned bodybuilders, would adhere to. As we saw, he warms up on chest day with his triceps. So, hey, like I said in that video, that's totally up to him. He knows his body best, and if that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do. Larry Wheels, however, in that video did state that he thinks that's a little bit weird, I guess, or unconventional, I would say, and I would have to agree with Larry. Definitely unconventional, but Sam has a reputation for like not being very structured, being a little bit questionable in his techniques and how he does his programming and his training in general, where Urs is known in the industry for having structure, having amazing technique, and having amazing discipline. We did see some of those clips in the original video. We're going to be diving into the meat and potatoes of this like weird combination of these two trainers working together today.
When you get a text from a certain Urs Kalecinski to come and hit a little chesties on post-show day, look, man, that gets you going. That gets you, it's too bright. That gets you a little bit fucking excited.
Opening up with the obligatory Sam in a car style video. Love it. Sam is very excited that he got a text from Urs. Man, I would be too. Good for Sam making a name in the industry where someone like Urs knows about him and wants to train with him. Now, I find this to be very, very, very nuanced because Urs, he must know about Sam's training.
Sorry, it's DJ.
Lateral raises. How heavy should you go? I'd say as heavy as you could go for legit reps, no swinging. That'll be good. But honestly, I don't know if weight is necessarily the number one factor you should be looking at with your shoulder training. I'm tempted to do the 60s, but I mean, let's just stick to 55. Okay, I lied. God damn it.
He must know about Sam's reputation in the industry, his reputation for being a bit unconventional. Why would Urs want to train with somebody so unconventional? Well, Sam's a chill dude. The guy he's fun. He's fun. I love watching his videos, just like all of you probably, for the most part, love watching his videos because he's just a down-to-earth guy who just kind of promotes training extremely hard, and he's like a regular dude. Urs, on the other hand, way different animal, okay? This guy is known for, like I said before, being very strategic when it comes to his training. So Urs wanting to train with Sam obviously is a great collab, because they're both going to be able to make a lot of money from this collab. Well, and of course, this video was some time ago, so they've made their money. But he wants to make some money with the collab, but I'm hoping and I'm thinking that he actually wants to get to know Sam and actually, because I've never seen this video before, guys. So I'm hoping he wants to get to know Sam and actually impart some of his professional wisdom on him in order to help him train in a more safe, more longevity-focused manner with a more structured style of training. And keep in mind, guys, you can see Sam's long hair. You can see he mentions here that he's very excited and thinking that he would like to do more of a classic physique. So moving forward in this video, remember, this is before Sam got his IFBB Pro card.
Man, this is going to be my new fucking baseline now. I'm spoiling myself because I'm getting used to just walking around in every gym being full of serious fucking bodybuilders and getting to see all these dudes at the show and everything. I'm gonna feel like my normalcy is gonna feel almost too normal when I go back home to just the YMCA and the Planet Fitness and everything else. But that just gets me more excited. So I said some shit yesterday when I was when I first saw a real bodybuilding show, it was
something I like to hear is Sam, back then, a whole 10 months ago that this video was made, at the time of making this video, Sam is very excited because he's actually getting a lot of exposure with a lot of really big guys in the industry. And it's going to feel a little weird when he goes home, back to the normalcy. A lot of people love Sam because of how down to earth he is. The fact that regardless of what has happened in his life up till today, last time I checked, his reputation is being a normal guy. That's one of the reasons I love the guy so much. I had somebody comment on the last video saying something along the lines of, you need to stop simping for Sam Sulek, call him for what he is. He sucks at his training, but the reason why he's at where he's at is because of the drugs that he is obviously on. I have to disagree. I don't believe I was simping for anybody. I show Sam respect. Why do I show Sam respect? I show him respect because he seems to respect every single other human being. Now, when you talk to somebody, and his humility does seem, Sam's humility does seem to be very, very high, considering the fact that he made his way very quickly through the industry and became basically a sensation overnight. The fact that his humility remained where it was, as humble as he is, where he is in life, even till today, last time I checked his reputation, the guy hasn't changed. And so I love that. I love it. So I show him respect, as opposed to somebody like, for example, Julian. I hate to bring him up, guys, because you told me in the last video in the comments, some guys mentioned, I was a little hesitant to click on the video when I realized that you were going to have some clips of Julian. I didn't want to vomit again. So I didn't show as much respect to Julian. In all honesty, you guys know this, because of where he's coming from, how new he is in the industry, but the fact that he claims and seems to show that he's a know-it-all. He seems to come across in a completely different way as Sam.
All right. Again, y'all want to look up the entire time, right? Try to keep your body as straight as possible, because that's what's going to allow your triceps to go back a little bit. You're going to kind of get a little swing with your arms and go back.
all right. Good.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
All right, now, what some of y'all may be tempted to do, when y'all start to, get close to failure, like with the last one right here, you'll start to see your core. You'll be tempted to kind of go forward a little bit and push down. Don't do it. It's better if you were to just go like this and to stop right here, giving it your all, than to try to, push forward, because you're gonna start to lose that range of motion that we're looking for when we do this workout. Try to get a little bit closer to the bar. There you go. And then chin up a little bit. Good. Good. That's what we're looking for right here. This little striation right here. Perfect. Try to keep your head up a little bit. Keep that chin up so you can keep your body straight. There you go. Try to get a little bit closer to the bar. There you go. Kind of lean back a little bit. Yep. Looking for a straight body. Right there.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah. Good. Let's go up.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Doesn't feel right, but.
Yeah. Okay. So with this one, it is going to be a little bit of discomfort on your elbow, just a tad bit. But when you get your second set, it'll go away completely.
You said that a bunch of different exercises you didn't really feel, right, in your triceps.
Yeah.
Which ones would you normally do, just so I know?
Okay, so because of the elbow thing, I was trying to find what I could use to still work, have a tricep-centered workout without so much joint pain. I get something like this, keep it about that low. I put it as low as I could at my gym, and get a straight bar, go back like
and
this.
And then an overhead press?
Yeah, try to do that.
Okay, yeah, that's a great exercise. Yeah. Let's try to do that.
Okay.
But let's go ahead and just warm up your triceps first with just a basic push down. Okay? Good. Good. And when you go up a little slower. Good, keep going. Good, control it. Don't snap it. Control it and squeeze that tricep. Not so fast. Just come down, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. That's best. Good. There you go. Right there and down. Good. Good. Boom. Good. Go. Squeeze. Good.
All right, how much you doing? The way you've been doing it. Yes, sir.
You did a good job.
If Sam acted like Julian at any point in time, even if tomorrow he woke up and started acting as arrogant and self-righteous and know-it-allsy as Julian, I would be calling him out the second he did it, but I haven't seen it. And so Sam shows us respect by not treating us like we're a bunch of idiots and telling us that, oh, you need to do a tricep workout and get pain while you're doing it. And then in the next video, go to his new coach and say, oh, I can't do tricep because I'm in pain and I need to figure out how to train. Or because you don't know how to lower the weight, you want to ego lift, you want to do a whole bunch of stuff, bad form, and tell the world to do it. I've never seen, correct me if I'm wrong, because maybe I've missed it, I've never seen Sam tell anybody, this is how you have to do it. You have to ego lift. You have to do this, this, and that. It may be true that Sam is a gearhead, right? Because obviously we know he's not natural. He's spoken about it briefly in the past, very briefly. He may be those things, but at the same time, he's showing the training. He's focusing on the training. He's never saying you have to do it like me. He's never saying I know everything. And that's a stark contrast to what I see in someone like Julian. I keep getting told by my wonderful subscribers that I need to tell you guys to like and subscribe. So like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. What are you waiting for? If you love the video, like and subscribe.
What do you think you're going to work up to? 10 plates?
5-ish.
5. Great. Other side. Way on the bottom. There we go.
Yeah.
Can you believe this guy? You paying him?
All right, guys. Now, just a heads up. Here he is, Sam, with the Miracle Bear. The audio in this video, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this video in the past. Pretty old video at this point. I think about 10 months. And so the audio is going to sound a little weird. That's not on my end. That's on their end. The reason why is because they were working in a public gym and they used an audio reducing technology in the post-production of the video when they were editing to block out the sound, the background noise, and the music. So if it sounds a little robotic or choppy, that's because they used that type of an editing process. Now, Sam mentioned earlier in the video when he was in his car that Urs is actually post-show. You're going to see that because Urs, even though he looks amazing, I mean, and guys, I'm not simping on Urs. I'm not simping on Urs. The guy looks amazing, okay? So just a heads up, okay? In case you think I'm over here simping on people, I respect these guys because you can see the work ethic. You can see that they know what they're doing to a very large degree, all right? And again, the humility is a big deal in my eyes, okay? Urs, you can see he's dehydrated. You can see his skin is stuck on his muscle, all right? He's post-show. He didn't pull a Larry Wheels from what I can tell because Sam mentioned he's just off his show. Larry Wheels, as soon as he got off his show, he hit the donuts, he hit the burgers, he hit the fries, and the guy got glycogen filled. He gained a ton of water weight, and he just ballooned up like 40 pounds or something. Don't quote me, but it was like something like 40 pounds in a matter of like a day or less, which is insane. So it's cool to see that Urs takes his body and his health seriously, but more so than taking it seriously, because I'm not really going to say that Larry doesn't, but what I am going to say is you can see the discipline, okay? He's going to like probably reverse diet back to a normal body composition where he can feel and act normal. So that is very impressive. And I have to mention, look at his calves. They are astounding. I hope one day to have my calves look something like that on my frame.
All right, come on.
Notice here, keep in mind the camera angle, guys. Remember I said in the last video, and you guys are well aware, the camera angle is going to play a huge mind trick, I guess you can say, when it comes to assessing people's form, okay? Notice the camera angle, but also notice where the handles on this incline chest press are. Notice the position when it comes to Urs and where they fall on his chest. Why am I saying this? In the last video, I mentioned that Sam's seat and Larry's seat on the same type of machine, the incline press machine, appeared to be a little bit too low. We heard Larry complain about his shoulders not feeling good, and we saw Sam attempt to raise the seat. I mentioned in that video that the seat looked a bit too low and that it should be raised just a bit more towards the upper, more towards the mid chest. So for example, the angle I saw was they had it like here, and I wanted to see it more down here, okay? Look at the handle based on Urs's form. On this incline chest press, it is exactly where I would want it to be on Sam and Larry in that last video. You can see if the angle is giving us a good interpretation of where it's at, it is more towards the middle. You also can see that Urs is really arching his back, something that I did not see Sam and Larry do, but I didn't mention it. And the reason why is because the angle of which they were sitting would not allow me to see and verify if it was true or not. So I could have speculated, because all of this is speculation, right? But I didn't speculate because I didn't want to, that's too much speculating. The angle was not good for that. So again, notice where the handle falls. Notice it's lower than what it appeared to be with Larry and Sam. Larry's shoulders were hurting. Sam tried to raise the seat. I don't believe he did. It was hard to tell. But at the end of the day, this is where I would want to see it, because you're going to be getting more mid and upper chest activation and not solely just your shoulders and your triceps, which is important when you're using a ton of weight. I also want to mention that I'm not really sure at this point if this is their warm-up or if this is just their working set, because in the beginning they had 1 plate aside on this machine. Now they have, it looks like, maybe 4 plates aside. Maybe they skipped the warm-up off camera, but I certainly believe that they did warm up to a degree before putting 4 plates aside, and that they're not using 4 plates aside as a warm-up. That would be insane, regardless of how huge and strong these guys are. And again, we see, which is why I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this is definitely not the warm-up for sure, is Sam helping Urs with the partial reps, picking it up on the concentric, allowing Urs to lower it down, getting those partial reps in. Excellent thing to do when you're tired. But again, like I mentioned in that last video, I see many people doing this when they don't need to. They're at the gym with their friends. They have their friends doing half a rep for them, essentially, when they just started training. They just started their training day. There's no reason to be doing it right away, especially if you're not pushing your reps till failure. If you don't have the ugly face on and you're not struggling to put those reps out there, there's no need to have somebody do this for you. You're simply denying yourself the opportunity to get the most out of the workout as you can. The icing on the cake is going to be the partials, but the meat of it, the cake itself, is going to be you pushing yourself as hard as you can, in my opinion, to failure to get the most out of what you're doing. Having someone else do the work is great when you can't do it anymore. But when you can do it, you better know that you need to do it. You need to put the effort in order to make it happen.
Yeah, I got you. One more. At least 2 more. Yeah. 1 full.
One thing that I notice off the bat here is the fact that Urs, when he's spotting Sam, this guy, he really seems to be into the training, and I love that. When you see Larry training with Sam, a large majority of the time, Larry's hanging back.
Yeah. Perfect. Yes.
Sure, he helped him when Sam needed the help, but Urs seems to be a bit more about the, let's go, bro, you got this. Come on, let me see it. Push. Come on, let's do this. Make it happen. You got 2 left. You got 1 left. I want to see 2 more. Larry's more hanging out, chill, letting Sam do his thing. And we saw Larry definitely do that with Julian. Larry didn't correct Julian not once on his horrible form, horrible techniques, horrible methodology when it came to training.
All right, so your warm-up set weight is 70 pounds.
I usually do 90s, but because, the new gym and stuff like that, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Depending on how light these are, I might move up to 90s. I just got to test it out first. Yeah, we can try 90s. All right, let's test these out.
Yep. Finish it. Yes. All right. Hell yeah.
Perfect.
Light.
Yeah, so that's what you're looking for. Nothing too heavy, but just heavy enough to give you that pump. Okay, good. So that's around 3 reps.
Oh.
Now,
3 reps?
I usually go a little bit higher than that, but again, different gym, different grips. You got to get used to it.
Larry was just hanging back, letting Julian do his thing. With Sam, Larry was a bit more vocal, but he was also hanging out on the side, more being like, perfect, good stuff, good job, you know, whatever. Basically being a cheerleader. Urs seems to be coaching, which is what I would personally want to see. Not only is he coaching, but he's also doing a little bit of what Larry did. He's being positive. He's trying to give him positive vibes, something that I love and respect. Like, we did a video on Diamond Gym where you had Hussein Farhat training with the Diamond Gym crew and Hadi Abdel. Those dudes were bashing each other every chance they got. no positivity. In my opinion, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Stupid training. What are you people doing? You're looking to hurt somebody. Gets me physically sick when I think about it. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. So Urs is doing the exact opposite of that. He's doing things what appear to be right. Oh man, I love it. I'm simping, guys. I'm simping. Oh, I'm simping all day. Credit where credit is due.
Yeah, I got you. Come on. These two more. Yeah. One full. Come on. Yep. Good. Partial. Yep. Good. Yeah. Stay up with the chest. Yes. Just here. Just here. Okay. Yeah. Oh.
That's good. Wait,
That's
2
good.
here, 3 here?
I always go with 2. Like for the mindset reason.
Yeah.
It's
3's too
I'd
many.
rather do more exercises than just 2 sets because you only know, okay, I
Yeah,
have
sometimes
those
I'll
2.
go back and forth.
Yeah.
Like I'll do an arm day.
I'm a little bit upset that Sam interrupted Urs. I wanted to hear what he was about to say. He was about to say something along the lines of he likes to do more than just 2 sets. I wish Sam didn't interrupt him. Sam is obviously very excited to be training with him. So he's probably like yapping a bit. He probably also had his pre-workout, so he's amped up and stuff like that. I wish I had a pre-workout right now. I am tired. But I wish he didn't interrupt him. When someone like Urs talks, my recommendation would be listen as much as possible. Not saying you have to agree, but listen as much as possible because a guy like this clearly knows what he's doing. His reputation speaks for itself in the industry. And I would personally want to know everything that he has to say in regards to how I can improve my training. I hope Sam talks a little bit less later. Maybe if he talks, he interrupts him a little less. I want to hear what the Miracle Bear has to say. I'm assuming it's going to be words of gold.
That works.
It's good science. More plates. Yeah.
Let's go. Okay. Come on. Yeah. Stay tall with the chest. Good. Yes. Go together with the elbows. Yes.
Now we have a different angle on this bench, and it does again appear to my eye that the handles are in fact lower than what they were with Larry and Sam. Again, angles change a lot, but I love the fact that they have the seat at the right height, and I have not seen either of them yet go ahead and try to change it. There are more jump cuts in this than in Larry's video with Sam, so maybe they change the seat at some point, but likely not considering they're already at like 4 plates. They've probably warmed up, and I hope they warmed up. And during the warm-up, they would have known if they were focusing on it, if the seat was at a good height, whatever the case is.
Yes. Come on, I got you.
Look at the arms on Urs. They are peeled to the bone. It doesn't look like he has an ounce of water in there. That is sick looking. That reminds me of when I was 145 pounds, ripped, muscle and veins, no fat. I mean, of course, I wasn't on any like drugs or anything like that. Urs is, but at the same time, it's still magnificent to look at. And of course, my arms are nowhere near the size of this guy, but regardless, the shreds are there. And when you see shreds like that, it makes you want to get lean because seeing the shreds are so addicting.
Good. Oh my gosh. Nice. That's more like a decline, huh? We could say.
A little. Yeah.
A little decline-ish,
It's good though.
but it's
Now you change. We just did incline.
good.
Change
So
it up. More of an incline
and
thing.
I would say there is no really also a difference between incline and decline.
You just squeeze your whole
It's
chest.
gonna be the whole fucking chest.
It really changes up the stretch though.
It's
I'm gonna
more
feel my lower
stretch.
pecs stretch more
Yeah.
than my upper up here.
100%.
But at the squeeze, my whole chest is solid.
I mean, training chest is, I would say, the easiest thing ever.
Back is probably my easiest.
Yeah.
Urs mentions, and he says it kind of like, I don't really know if I want to do this, or maybe he was just stating the fact that this is more of a decline type of a press machine here. Sam mentioned, well, we just did incline, so why not do it? And I'm going to assume they're going to go ahead and do it, because again, I haven't seen this video. Something I wanted to mention, guys, is when you train incline, decline, or neutral bench, mid chest, bench, press, fly, whatever, you're always using your full chest. You're always using it. You're using the top, the middle, and the bottom. Some, like on an incline, you're hardly using any bottom, right? But it's still part of your chest. You're still using a certain part of it. They all work, but some movements will work better than others. They mentioned here that they don't really see a difference. Whether it's decline, whether it's incline, whether it's neutral, you're using your entire chest. I just mentioned that for sure. I don't know if I really agree with that. I don't agree with that. But what I do agree with is the fact that, yes, no matter what exercise for your chest you're doing, you're using your whole chest to a large degree. In my personal opinion, I recommend to people, unless of course they specifically need, which most men want, a very defined popping top chest. That's also a part of the body on men, you might notice, where it's very lacking. It's difficult for a lot of guys, from what I've seen, including myself, to grow this, right? This right here, the top. It's hard. So the incline bench would be good for that, or the incline press would be good for that. But it's still like, it's difficult. It's very difficult. Some men have it great. A lot of men don't. So what I was going to say was, with a decline movement, I want to show you something. Let me see if I can try to show you something. When you do an incline like this, right? You might be able to see the top part of my chest pop out a little bit, and very little activation down here. Very little. Something's happening, but hardly anything, okay? Nothing of real substance. But if I do a decline like this, I'm hitting middle, I'm hitting bottom, and I'm still hitting the top. You can see when I go like this, the top pops. This is hard right now, okay? When I go like this is softer, okay? When compared to this. So what I recommend to a lot of people, test it out, try it out, see what you guys think. You might find that you love it and agree. You might find that you hate it, or you might find you need more work, specific work for the top. But I recommend decline a large majority of the time. So to put things in perspective, if I'm on a bench and I'm doing a bench press, I like to personally have a slight incline, very, very slight, first notch on the bench. Why? I like to target a little bit of upper here. But if I'm doing something like a fly machine, or with this particular machine that they're on, if you do a decline, you're going to see, if you push that machine, I'm pushing right now, the top of my chest, while not as activated as if I went like this, it still activates. Where if you do an upper, very little activation down here in comparison. So I like to tell people on a large majority of their chest exercises, if you have the option to do a slight decline where you're kind of going down, I recommend that, because I do believe it activates a large majority of your chest, more so than the middle, which the neutral bench, which is going to activate mostly, like, for the most part, the middle. A little less on the top, a little less on the bottom. or an incline, which will activate less of the bottom, the top to a large degree, and a little less of the middle. I hope that all makes sense. Test it out, try it out. Let me know what you guys find in the comments. Experimenting is important. Find what works for you. Do what feels comfortable. Getting in the gym, testing things out, that's the best thing you can do for your training. It's going to teach you how your body works, what's good for you, what's good for your goals, and things of that nature.
I mean, training chest is, I would say, the easiest thing ever.
Back is probably my easiest.
Yeah?
You could put me on a pull-up bar and I could do a couple of sets.
Yeah, but you have so many different muscles in the back, and for chest, it's just like a press and a fly movement, and you're good. So
I love that Urs mentioned when you're training chest, it's relatively easy. All you need is a push movement and a fly movement. I think that's fantastic. Now, do you have to do those in one day? No, you can alternate. If you're training chest 3 times a week, whatever your plan is, you can rotate those movements back and forth. Or you can try to find a happy medium where you find an exercise that hits primarily everything, which again, in my opinion, that would be a more lower movement where you could squeeze everything. Everything pops. You squeeze up here, not really everything's popping, right? So that's what I think. Many people will use a lot of machines, a lot of variation, a lot of exercises in the same day. I remember I was training somebody one time and I asked this guy, okay, show me what your routine is. He does like 5 or 6 variations in one training session on each muscle group that he does on that day. And I'm thinking, that's not enough time with one particular movement. First of all, it's not necessary. You don't need all that variation. But secondly, you're not giving yourself enough time with each variation in order to really hone your skills in on that one variation. How are you going to get really good on something if you don't do it a lot? How are you going to get strong on something? A lot of what training is, it's repetition. Your body needs to get good at it in order to perfect it, in order to see results. If you just hop from movement to movement, machine to machine, you're not going to see your body grow stronger. Every movement, every machine is slightly different. Sure, you're getting a very well-rounded kind of like an approach, I guess, but that's not really what you want. You want to get good at something, really good at something, so you can progress in weight, progress in volume, learn what the movement feels like. What does your muscle feel under tension doing that movement? Focus on less in order to get more. That's my thoughts on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I keep getting told by my wonderful subscribers that I need to tell you guys to like and subscribe. So like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. What are you waiting for? If you love the video, like and subscribe.
Come on. Oh yeah. Keep going. Yeah. Come on.
okay. It's so light.
I'm like leaning back as hard as I can.
Notice Urs hugging the bench with his back. This guy is see-through right now. But anyway, notice him hugging the bench with his back. Excellent, excellent form. He has his head up straight. He has his chest popped up proud, strong. He's not dipping into the movement in order to finish a rep, at least not yet, which would be considered cheating. He has very, very good, solid form. If you follow this form, you're going to do very, very well. If the weight was too heavy, what might end up happening is he starts dipping into his shoulders, forcing the movement out. You'll see his body push rounded, push forward like this. We haven't seen that yet, at least not that I noticed, meaning he's using an appropriate weight. He's holding his form as best as he possibly can, which takes a lot of work and a lot of focus. And he's making every rep count. And they're taking their reps beyond failure with extremely good form, at least what I've seen so far from both of them, because they're each kind of keeping each other accountable, especially Urs. He's keeping them both accountable, more so than I think Sam is.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah. Come on.
It's so light.
I'm like leaning back as hard as I can.
You can see when it starts to get very difficult for Urs, what many people would do on one of these machines, or on any movement really, is they start to go like this and push their neck down, which tends to force your shoulders. It kind of skews the way your body works, tends to force your shoulders like this. So now you're using less of your chest muscle, right? When it got harder, he literally picked his neck up more. That's not easy to do. When you're under strain, you want to force the power out like this. But he picks his neck up like this. I'm looking at my neck right now, guys. A lot of you guys tell me I have a skinny neck. Yeah, I don't know if it's just the angle, but look at my neck. This is proof right here. Does my neck really look skinny? I mean, I don't think so. If I go like this, it looks skinny because I'm popping my neck out. But if I stand normal, come on. Anyway, the point is, let me know what you guys think about that. The point is, he's making it harder. He's making it harder for himself to force out that good form. This is like dedication. The guy seems to really know what he's doing. His chest shelf, Urs's chest shelf, is just block. It's unbelievable. It's like he has a shelf coming off his chest. Phenomenal.
It's so light.
I'm like leaning back as hard as I can.
No, but the stack is super light.
Yeah?
That's why I hit it. Yeah, you can easily go for 20.
Let's see what happens.
Where I train in the bunker, you can put like
Whatever.
some
Real
metal,
loud.
some really
That's
loud music on, and then you don't need it, and gives a better vibe for the overall gym.
Where I train in the bunker? What? Where does this guy train? Is the bunker a gym? I got to do some research on this. Train in a bunker? Yeah. I mean, the guy sounded like Arnold Schwarzenegger there for like, for the entirety of this video. It kind of sounds a little like Arnold. Arnold's Australian, I believe. Not Australian, Austrian. Urs, I believe, is German. But a bunker? Bro, where are you training, man? Is that why you look like that?
But here is more like sterile environment, you know.
Yeah, I feel like we're in a Walmart.
Yeah. It's the Walmart feeling.
Just a little.
It is 100% the Walmart feeling. Come on now. Let's go. Yes. Easy. Come on. Yep. 3, we go for 12.
3, we go for 12. 3, we go for 12. Yo, this guy is a drill sergeant, and that's what a lot of people need. And I love that he's not putting Sam down. He's not like, treating him like garbage.
Listen, you gotta understand this. Heaven's a state of mind, hell's a state of war. You gotta fight. You gotta fight. Go get it. Fight back, man.
He's just telling them, this is what we're doing You're going to do this. We saw a very similar mentality with Hani.
Yes, good. There you go. We're going to do the whole set now.
How many
Good.
reps?
Keep going. Just like that, the whole set. Good, we're going to do 10 reps.
Okay.
Come on, Julian. That's it. Come on, we're going to work on your strength. Good. Now you get the form. We're going to build up that strength in there. Come on, brother. It's only 22 pounds. Again.
So as you can probably see, like my legs are pretty strong.
Bad news is you're weak at this.
Perfect.
Hani Rambod there, when he trained with Julian, he was doing the same thing. He was keeping it positive. He was telling him what we're going to do, prepping his brain like we're doing at least 10 here. But he kept it respectful and like firm. Same type of thing that I see here. And Hani, whatever his name is, no disrespect, the dude knew what he was talking about when it came to form. So I see that structured approach, excellent form in both of these guys, regardless of the fact that Urs is like 5 or 8 times the size of Hani. They both have an excellent approach, which shows you the knowledge, how important the knowledge is, because you can impart it on others.
Yes.
Yep.
Easy. Come on. Yep. 3. We go for 12. I got you. Let's go, motherfucker. Come on. Yes. Now we're working. Come on. Outwork them. Let's go. You want to be on the fucking stage. Prove it. Come on. Push.
Outwork them. You want to be on that stage. Prove it. Yo, that is intense right there. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. He's like, you're going to do this. You're going to be the best. And those words that are probably ringing in the back of Sam's head, I hope, throughout the entirety of his journey. Those are some powerful words right there, in my opinion. Ringing in the back of his mind. When you have somebody so accomplished like Urs, giving his information to Sam like this, and he says something like that, at least with me, that would stick right here in the back of my head, all the way up through every training session, all the way on to show day. It would not surprise me if those words were ringing in the back of Sam's ears on show day when he won his IFBB Pro card.
Who would have freaking thunk it?
This is phenomenal. Many times you see ego. Many times you see jealousy. I don't see a shred of that here. I don't see a shred of it. He is trying to set Sam up for success, and that's what I was saying in the beginning of the video. I hope he wants to work with Sam, not only for the benefit of himself and for Sam's channel, as far as monetization, but to impart the wisdom, the knowledge, the training style, the intensity, impart that so that Sam can be a better person and trainer at the end. Excellent, excellent thoughts. I love it.
Push elbows in. Yes. Right into the chest. I got you. Come on, I got you. Let's go. Easy. Yep. One more. And down slow. Down slow.
Push elbows in. If you flare your elbows out too much on a pressing machine like this, or on a bench press, you're going to start to force your shoulders to do more of the work. Elbows in, push closer to your body in order to try to isolate that chest muscle. Not only is this going to help you to isolate the chest muscle of which you're trying to train, it's also going to help protect your shoulders. Shoulder impingement and things of that nature, injuries of that nature, are very, very prevalent when it comes to pressing movements. You want to protect your shoulders at all costs. Even though they're doing 12 reps here, it may seem like a lot of reps, which depends on who you ask. I don't think it's a lot. I think it's great for hypertrophy, but muscle building. But all that chest weight on your shoulders is not a good thing, which is why in the Larry and Sam video, I referenced the seat position. I stand firm that that seat was too low. It could have been higher. It'll take the emphasis off of mostly just their shoulder when they're trying to also work their chest. Urs emphasizing the down slow because he's helping Sam on the other end of the movement. More time under tension. Your body on the eccentric portion of the movement is going to be stronger. You're going to be able to lift more weight under a more stable atmosphere. So use that portion of the movement to try to get the most out of every rep.
Come on. No, you got 10 easy. Come on. 7. Oh yeah, 3 more. Last one, come on.
Okay. Let's drop it down.
Sam started helping. I don't know how much he's helping. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell how much he's helping. He said, all right, you got 7. You could do another 3 easy, something along those lines, right? But then he immediately started to try to help him. I don't believe Urs was slowing down anytime soon. I think he had another 3 in him before Sam started to try to help him. I don't think he needed that assistance. This is what I see in the gym often. This is what I was trying to say before. Of course, Sam's trying to help. This is the way these guys train. And so he's trying to do the best he can for Urs. Excellent partner. But I would have loved to see Sam wait until Urs was actually struggling. Because yeah, it's hard for Urs, but he's pushing through it. He wasn't really struggling. You saw, he pushed that thing right up. He didn't need Sam's help. So helping prematurely is actually hurting. Help when you need to. Let the guy do the rest of the work. The guy or girl do the rest of the work the entire time by themselves.
Holy shit, drop set.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh, that's nice. Try this one first. This.
Yeah.
And then the drop here.
I was getting ready for another straight set. Now you make me do a hard one.
Now we see Urs here wants to do a drop set. Drop sets are an excellent way to reach mechanical failure because once the heavy weight that you can no longer do is done, you can now lower the weight and continue to try to do some more. Now, when it comes to drop sets, most of the time, this is my personal experience here, I'm not really into drop sets too much. Why? I've noticed that when I go ahead and try to do a drop set, typically I take every single set to mechanical failure as much as possible. I don't typically have someone there doing the concentric for me though, pulling it back like what they're doing here, and then me bringing it down. I don't have that typically, right? So I train alone, and so I take every single set to failure as much as possible. While I might be able to go ahead and do a drop set, sure, I could, I'm typically getting like maybe 3 or 4 reps out of it. So I don't really find it to be too much of a big deal. 3 or 4 like not great reps I'm getting out of it. Everyone trains differently, and drop sets are a fantastic way to like you're destroying yourself as much as humanly possible. I just genuinely don't think that especially for a normal human being, these guys aren't normal, but for a normal human being like you or me, I don't think drop sets are necessary if you're taking them, your normal sets to absolute failure. Now, typically on a rest, I will rest maybe 3 minutes, maybe even sometimes 4 minutes, because I want to fully recharge before I hit my next set. I hear a lot of people say, rest 30 seconds between sets on bodybuilding like this. I totally disagree. You do what you want. I'm not going to argue with you. I think you need to recharge. It's like charging your phone battery. Are you going to charge your phone battery for 3 seconds, 30 seconds, and unplug it? What are you going to get out of it? You're not even going to get a phone call, not even a text. But if you charge it for 4 or 5 minutes, you're going to get a heck of a lot more battery, which then you can put to good use. So charge yourself up longer and allow yourself to be able to have a chance at that next set. If you want to give your all, take those sets to failure. You don't have to for muscle growth. This is my thoughts, because if you allow yourself to take your reps to absolute failure, you know you could not give anything more, and you know you got the most out of it. If you're one of those guys like, last time I checked, Jeff Nifford, I always say Jeff Nifford. Jeff Nippard was one of those guys who's like, yeah, have 3-4 reps in reserve or whatever the case is. You don't know. Typically, people don't know, do I have 4 left or 8 left? I've trained with people who it's like, okay, could you have done another one? Yes. Well, do another one then. Do another one. I want to see you do another one. And then they do like another 6. What are you stopping so early for? So if you get in the mentality of doing training to failure, pushing yourself past the pain and to complete muscle exhaustion, I don't believe that drop sets are necessarily necessary. Are they going to hurt you? I don't really think so. I think they'll do well for you. Of course, you could get hurt if you hurt yourself, right? Try not to hurt yourself. But if you're doing this stuff with good form, you're focusing on that mind-muscle connection, using the muscles that are required for the movement. You're not pushing with muscles you don't need to push with. I think the drop sets will do just fine, but I don't really see it to be too necessary. I want to see how many reps he gets here without Sam's help. I want to see that.
That's nice. Try this one first. This.
Yeah.
And then the drop here.
I was getting ready for another straight set. Now you make me do a hard one.
Yeah.
Sam's like, I was getting ready to do another straight set, and now you're going to make me do a hard one. Urs is like, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah. No nonsense, this guy. No nonsense. Just business right here.
Come on, Sam. Yes. 1. Come on. 2. You will go for 10. 3. Yes. Stay up. Good.
I like that Urs is telling Sam, we'll go for 10. This dude ain't playing. If you let Sam alone to do his own amount of reps, Sam might stop at 5. He might stop at 6. I don't know. He might stop at 7. But when you got this guy, and when you're training with people, you can do the same tactic. You got this guy telling him, we're going to 10. Now you set a precedent. Now you set a goal. Now you are challenging this person to do the best they can. And if Sam gets to rep 10 and he can still do more, I'm going to be telling him, let's get one more. Let's do 11. Come on. Oh, you got 12? I know you got 12. I know you got 12. Do those 12. Push yourself, guys. Put the effort in. Put the energy in. It feels great. It's going to train you mentally. It's going to train you physically. And it's going to allow you to push your limits so that every single rep on every single set counts the most. Notice when Sam is pushing a majority of his pushes are not like Urs pushes. Now, Urs keeps him accountable. He says to him, chest proud, which means you need to force your shoulders back to keep your chest proud. But Sam, when you might notice Sam, he's over here like this, a little bit forward, but Urs is like this. You see this? That's keeping the tension on your chest. Sam's pushing a lot of it to his shoulders. It's not wrong. It's cheating. Could you possibly get hurt? Sure, you could. But many times, I think many people won't. Sam's very strong, so I don't think he would necessarily get hurt. But it's taking away from what you're trying to accomplish. Bodybuilding is a strange thing, right? Strength training is a little bit different. But bodybuilding, if you told someone to push a wall, right? If I said, go push this wall right now, you're going to be using your arms, your legs, your core. You're going to be using your shoulders, your back, anything to push it. When it comes to bodybuilding, you're actually trying to be less efficient, right? You're trying to be less efficient. It's easier to push a rep out like this if you're using your shoulders and your back and you're like shoving the weight like this or whatever. It's easier. You're trying to be less efficient. Focus on the muscle groups that you know you must use in order to execute the movement, in order to get the most out of your hypertrophy training.
Push. Good. Okay. Sit up in front. Yeah, chest up. Chest up, yes. Stay in the stretch. Good. Yep. Come on. Keep going. Let's go. Come on. 5 more. 4, 3. Come on. 2. Last one. Good.
Sit up in front, chest up. We did see this clip in the last video I posted with Larry Wheels. He's keeping him accountable. As you get tired, your form is going to degrade. That's when injuries are likely to occur, and that's when you're also not really training what you're supposed to be training. We want to keep the focus on the muscles that we want to physically train here. So if you're training alone, you have to keep yourself accountable. It's not easy. When you're exhausted and you're pushing those reps out and you're grunting and you got the face on and you're like this and you're getting tired, try to focus on what that goal is of why you're doing it. Why? If you find yourself on the chest fly machine and you start to see you're using your shoulders to close the movement, why are you on the chest fly machine? Is it to just do a number of reps, a certain number? Or are you there to do as many reps for your chest as possible? That's what you're trying to do. It's not about the number of reps. It's about the hardcore nature of beating that muscle group up as much as humanly possible. I was training somebody the other day, a beautiful friend of mine who I love very much, and she said, I said to her, what's going on here? You're skimping out on these reps. And she goes, well, if I give it everything, I'm not going to be able to do another 2 sets. And I was like, no, no. You do as many as you can with good form, with power. Slow eccentrics. You do as many as you possibly can. I don't care if you could do the next 2 sets. That's what the rest period is for. If you can't do the next 2 sets genuinely, well, then you don't do them. But I want you to give everything right now, because if not, you're wasting your time. I keep getting told by my wonderful subscribers that I need to tell you guys to like and subscribe. So like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. What are you waiting for? If you love the video, like and subscribe.
That's how you get the pro card.
Yo. That's how you get the pro card.
That's how you get the pro card.
Yeah. Yo, I love this freaking guy, man. That's how you get the pro card. Yeah. Oh, man, that came out of nowhere, bro.
You train by yourself also all the time, right?
Yeah.
You train by yourself all the time, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll grab somebody if I need a spot.
Yeah.
But it gets tricky with like Incline Smith or even Incline Barbell. Like, really, I'm gonna ask a 150-pound guy to
Nah,
give me assisted
I
reps?
hate it.
It's like,
Help me.
here.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you. You do need some big guys around you.
Sometimes I'm more scared to ask someone
Yeah.
than rather do it alone and throw it away.
So I'll lift at the YMCA.
Yeah.
I remember sometimes they'll ask for a triple spot.
Yeah. Like
I
two on
don't
one.
think, I don't think this one guy has it, but if I get two more,
Yeah.
they got me.
Sam's over here saying when he's at the YMCA, oh, my eyes are leaking from that laugh, bro. When he's at the YMCA, he has to ask people for a triple spot because the one spotter ain't strong enough for the amount of weight that Sam's doing. I totally believe it. That's why, again, if you're training alone like Sam typically trains alone, guys, focus on giving it everything you can. You don't really need to do the partials. They're the icing on the cake. If you take the icing off the cake, you're still going to have the cake. It's still going to be amazing. It's going to be delicious. The icing makes it a little better, all right? It's not necessary. You don't have to do it. But if you can, do it. Why not? It's going to help you, again, with mental grit, push as hard as you can, and know that you gave everything your all at the end of the day. And for people like me who can't sleep unless they train hard, you'll be able to sleep.
Come on.
Take a look at the form on this chest fly. I don't know if you guys can comprehend. Many of you can, but if you haven't done chest flies like this, you might not be able to comprehend. Urs, I don't know how much weight he has on there. But the fact is that it's a lot of weight. You can see by how he's struggling, right? He's taking this thing for reps. He ain't slowing down anytime soon. And his form is stellar. Stellar form. What would make this easier? Standing closer to the machine, having a less strict form. Notice his legs, holding himself stabilized. That's going to be very important. He's using his legs. He's using his core. He's using every part of his body to keep himself stable while he has the proper form. If you were to cheat on this movement, you would be hunching your back, you'd be closing the movement with your shoulder, and a whole bunch of other stuff. This takes a lot of hard work. Very difficult to do, especially how far away from the machine he is. It's going to make it much, much harder. So there's a huge difference between just completing reps and completing reps with proper form at an intensity that's going to make a difference for your training. Now, towards the end of the movement, Urs goes ahead. He starts doing faster reps, still very good form, but less good form. Faster reps just to get out as many as he possibly can. I think that's great to do at the end of a set when you know you're about to fail. In the beginning, more slow, more powerful, more controlled. At the end, burn those muscles out. You don't have the patience or the mental energy it takes to do the slow controlled anymore. You don't have the energy to do it. Just get those things out as much as possible. Totally cool. Is it cheating? Yeah, who cares though? You're still getting more reps. It's essentially partials. Sam can't help him on partials here. He's on cables, right? So he's not going to be pulling his arms. So these are essentially a great way to do partials to a degree with, when you can't have a spotter. He's swinging his body into a little bit more to get a little bit more gravity in there to help force those reps along. Nothing wrong with it at the end because he's already done. It's the icing now. He's already done the work. Now it's just finishing it off.
Good. Very different approach from me. I kind of don't like standing out here like this.
Try it like this because the most important part, also what I saw with you, is doing a more crab style.
Yeah. Gotta open up more.
Go with the thing about the elbows going together with
Sweep them up.
with the elbows.
Yeah.
The weight's gonna be so hard, but you're gonna contract your chest. You see it like this. Do it like, feel the chest like this.
Something that I love is Urs didn't just arbitrarily say, Sam, I want you to do it like this. He waited until Sam said, wow, I've never seen somebody do it like that. And Sam probably doesn't do it like that because it's harder. It's harder. The way Urs was doing it was harder. Are you not going to grow muscle if you do things the wrong way? That's not true. You'll grow muscle. You will. Look at Sam. Again, in the beginning of the video, I mentioned that a commenter said, call Sam out for what he is. He's just a gearhead who trains suboptimally and only has muscle because he cheats by using drugs. It still takes hard work. That's the way I see it. And again, the Sam has the humility for me to be able to say, I salute you. You know what I'm saying? So you can get gains, even if you're not on drugs, with suboptimal training. You can. But you're not going to understand the proper way to train. You put yourself at risk of getting hurt. You're not going to understand the principles behind training. And you're not going to get as much out of it. That's a fact. That's a fact. Is cheating once in a while good? Is a little cheating good? Do you have to go full cheat? No, you can do a little bit of both. Strict, a little full, a little strict, a little cheat, a little bit of both. You can do strict in the beginning. You can do cheating at the end. Whatever works for you guys, but it would be way easier if I would love to see Sam do one of his sets on this. How would he do it? I'm guessing he would be like overcoming the weight like this and trying to close it in as much as possible, where Urs is isolating that chest as much as humanly possible, because that's why you're there.
When you do it like this?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so that's where
you see the whole twist is
that's where
activating.
I always try to keep my hands up.
Yeah.
Even if I'm doing like a cable press.
Because when you
if I
pull
go
them
like this, all shoulder.
yeah, because when you pull them up, then you lower your shoulder.
Exactly.
It's also because sometimes when you hit the side chest,
Yeah.
you hit it like this.
A little high up.
At this point in time, Urs is saying, contract your chest, go like this. You're going to feel your chest contract. And Sam's kind of like talking through Urs, talking over Urs. I wish he didn't do that. That kind of bugs me. I know they're having a good conversation, but you could see Urs has to stop what he's saying. He tries to keep going, but he has to stop. And the guy, I wish Sam didn't assume what Urs was going to say, because I don't think Sam is even touching on what Urs was about to say. I think he's going at a different direction. I think he's a little eager to say, no, I would do it like this when no, Sam probably would not. So there might be a little ego here, or a little bit of like, or maybe he's more like, oh no, I would do that. Just to kind of like make himself not look like he doesn't know what he's doing. But I don't know what the case is. I can't speculate too much. But at the end of the day, I would let Urs talk, hear what he has to say. Listen, the knowledge, guys, when you have a bunch of people, especially people who are well versed in what you're doing, let them tell you what they do. Gain the knowledge and then find your own way after. Don't just like cut them off completely. Listen to them. They're trying to help you.
And you need to go there. And that always comes from like
I'll be a little looser.
because pressing down is what gets you really into the opening up the chest. And that's the same. We learn it when we train. We do it like this all the time.
Yeah, you pose like
Because when it gets hard and you start to move up your shoulders, you press like this all the time, or you do it like this. You need to press it down and stay locked up. And then you also with the chest,
that. Same thing.
it's looked way better.
I'll try this. I'll make this an Urs style set.
Sam says he's going to do an Urs style set. I have to say, in my opinion, I believe that that's the way you should be doing it. That's the way you should be doing it. Don't just call it an Urs style set and say you're going to do it like Urs. I think you should be doing it because that's the right way to do it. Let's call it the right way to do it. And again, there's a million ways to do the same thing, a million ways to skin a cat, but so you don't have to do it that way. But I think I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be doing it that way unless you just want to make it easier on yourself, which in that case, why are you in the gym at all if you want to make things easier on yourself?
Step in
Let's
here.
go here. A little bit more to the front. Yeah.
So you're thinking this low.
Yeah. Open it up. Chest, head up. Yes.
So you're thinking like this.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Go a little bit more to the front. Yes.
Oof.
And go up here. Yes. Think about putting the elbows together. Yes. Open your arms up a bit more. And stretch it. Yes. And stay up. Stay high with the chest. Yes. Good. Now it's working. Yes. Don't fall into here. Put the head up. Yes. Then you automatically go into the chest. Good. Come on. Head up. Yes. Yes. And partials. Good. Good. And now press it. Yes. Press. Press. Come on. Yes. Good. Last one. Nice.
Oh man, oh man. Did you see that last rep that Sam did? Excellent form, strict, proper, strong, and you heard him grunt at the end of that. That's so good. Excellent, excellent training by Urs. This guy, he's like a genius.
The chest. Yes. Good. Now it's working. Yes. Don't fall into here. Put the head up. Yes. Then you automatically go into the chest. Good. Come on. Head up.
Notice when Urs tells Sam, put that neck up, your neck up. Notice as soon as he put his neck up, Sam goes, "Ooh!" It makes a difference. Holding your neck up like that is going to force you to have a better posture and keep your chest more out, right? We bring your neck in, you're digging in, you bring your chest up, your neck up, you bring your chest out. Ooh, because it's harder.
One more here. Come on. Oh yeah.
Urs standing over here looking like Ken, bro. Muscle bound Ken. It's just crazy. Now, I love that they're doing the same exact exercise from a different angle. Why? I do believe, I could be wrong, that this was probably the idea that Urs had. I could be totally wrong. But I believe Urs probably suggested put the camera on a different angle. Why? What are these videos really supposed to be about? They're supposed to be about teaching. A lot of people watch these videos for the entertainment aspect, but they're not really grasping the teaching aspect. If you watch these videos, you're going to gain gold, guys. And if you look at what he's doing now, you're seeing exactly what he's doing from another angle. Put both angles in your mind together focus on one angle, what he looked like, focus on the other angle, what he looked like. It's the same picture, guys, same movement, same strict form every time. It's going to give you an idea. His chest is up, his neck is straight, his face is facing straight, his arms are out, slight bend at the elbow, shoulders retracted, chest popping out so he can squeeze it closed. That is going to give you a perfect idea of what the form should be.
Come on. All right, start pressing. Come on. Well, palms up.
Whew.
All right.
The cables here are so smooth.
Right there. His form started to break down towards the end of that set, Urs. But that's okay. He was able to finish, right? With good form, still very good form. He goes into the presses, pumping them out, pumping them out, pumping them out. That's the finisher right there. That's the icing. That's not the building. That's the icing. It's a compliment to what he just did. Get as much out of it as you can. Those are the partials. You know, partials, call them partials in this case, because he doesn't have another way to do partials. And even with the presses, he caught himself. Notice, he started doing the partials kind of like what Sam would normally do, overtake that weight like this. No problem, overtaking that weight like this. But then he caught himself. He goes, I'm not cheating that much. Straightens out his chest and starts going like this with his chest like this and his shoulders back. Yo, this guy is dedication in like the flesh right here. They're over here discussing how Sam caught a frayed cable once. I know it's kind of random and it's kind of like you guys should know this, and I'm sure you do, but I just thought I would, mention it. It's important to check your equipment, right? The other day I went to the gym. I had a really solid bar that I was using. It was an easy bar. And I walked away for a minute because that was for my back. I was using that for my back. Walk away for a minute. I go do my chest, come back to do my back. Easy bar's gone. I come back and there's no more bar for me to use because someone else took it and started using it. The joys of training in a public space. I look down and I'm like, I don't know, man. I see this bar over here. It feels very, very light, kind of like aluminum. And I started checking it out. And I thought, well, if it's here, then I should probably, assume that it's fine. I should probably assume it's cool. But I'm looking at it. It's like, it's not solid. And so I go ahead and pop it on there. I start feeling it out. And I start to see the bar, the small, this bar that I'm using, start to bend slightly. I'm like, no. And so I went over to the guy and I'm like, yo, bro, you realize this is over here? Like, why is this even in the gym? And so he went ahead and took it. Inspect the stuff if you can. Keep in mind, like, I remember when I was watching that whole Diamond Gym video with Hadi, one of their rules in the gym is you can't close your eyes during a set. And Hadi explained it to me in the way of you want to be present. That's going to force you to be present. Don't retreat into your mind or whatever kind of Buddhist kind of stuff that was, right? Whether you agree with it or not, that's fine. But my point is when I train, depending on what I'm doing, I will close my eyes. I will look away if I can get away with moving my face a little bit without ruining my form. Because if a cable snaps or if something breaks and shoots you in the face, it happens. It happens all the time. So be aware of what you're training with. Be aware of what's going on. Try to take everything in. Sometimes you're in the moment and you're just like doing your thing. But remember, guys, accidents do happen. And when you're in the gym and you got people mistreating equipment and bringing in things that shouldn't be in there, you're putting yourself at risk every time. So just something I would say to take into consideration.
Lock it in, head up. Yes, elbows together. Come here together. Yes, let the shoulder down. Good, yes, perfect. Then stay like this. Just work out of the chest. Stay in it. Constant tension, perfect. Nice.
Everything Urs is saying is fantastic. I mean, this guy's got Sam on point.
You don't need to come together here. Yes, and back. Good, 3 like this. 2. And now presses. Come on, press the shit out of it. Yes. Come on. Yes, all in. Yep. Every movement. Yes. Yes.
Notice here on this fly machine, very interesting fly machine, he gets his reps out, right? He told Sam, drop it down. Urs was initially using the entire stack of weights. I don't know how much weight is on that, but you better know it's a lot. Sam dropped it up by like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 plates, something like that. That's a substantial amount of weight. I don't know how many pounds are per plate. Could be 5, could be 10. That's a substantial amount of weight though. Urs could still only get like 3 more reps. Barely. If he were to drop it again to continue doing drop sets, if he got like 3 or 4 reps on that drop set, he would probably get 2 or 3 the next time. 1 and 2, even with the lower amount of weight. So that's why a lot of the time I tend to veer away from drop sets. Not that they're useless, not that they're bad, they're excellent. I just think if you spent your energy the first time and you did it right the first time, no need for a drop set. Just recharge the batteries and do the next set when you're ready.
Oh, woo. That's nice. It's a good finisher here. Today is the reintroduction of the Kalecinski drop sets.
Oh, Urs is so happy, man. Look at his face. Look at how happy this guy is. The whole time he's smiling like this. He's so proud and happy. I love it. I love it. Great vibes from this guy.
Woo. Nice. It's a good finisher here. Today is the reintroduction of the Kalecinski drop sets because the past 6 weeks I didn't do any intensifiers at all.
Gotcha.
And I think it was way better. I stick to way more muscle mass during my prep because I just lifted heavy weights.
You know, but, I had like a year-long period.
Yeah.
Every set
you did
was
the
a drop
shit.
set.
Yeah.
Like it didn't matter if it was a squat or bench. Every time.
And I think you can profit a lot out of it.
But it makes sense because like, okay, I failed with this weight, but if I drop it, I can do a little more. So that was my mindset. I'm like, always get a little more out.
But when I trained with Dorian Yates like 2 years ago, he introduced me into this rest pause shit.
Okay, at this point in time, Urs brings up the rest pause, okay? That's taking a break in the middle of while you're in your set, taking a little rest so that you can then do another repetition. You can do it without somebody else being there. It allows you to rest a bit, push past what you would have initially did if you didn't rest and pause. This is a method of doing more. This is an intensifier. It's icing on the cake that's going to allow you to push yourself harder than you would have been able to push before without doing it. So recommend you guys trying it. It's really, really cool stuff. The rest doesn't have to be long. It could be 5 seconds, guys. I do that all the time. If I want to do 12 reps on something, especially towards the end of my workout when I'm exhausted and I've already done 3 solid sets out of my 6 sets where I got 12 on every one. Now it's like the 4th set and I'm only getting 10. I might drop the weight, take a second, go ahead, knock out another 2. Your ego might take a hit, but hey, who cares? It's not about ego. It's about getting what you can out of this. You know what I'm saying? So it's another way of pushing forward past the failure. Do I recommend you constantly doing that? Probably not. Especially if it's like in the beginning of your workout, because you're really burning yourself out there. But if you want, go ahead and do it. Try it, test it out, see how it works with you. You might love it.
Nobody watches them.
I mean, I love leg days. And honestly, when I watched the video from you, it was either like something with food because I was on prep, or it was a leg day. Because when I look at influencers, which you are a bodybuilder for me, to be honest, but influencers, and I watch leg days, then I can see, okay, is this a guy I want to train with as well in terms of intensity, or is it just like we do some extensions, some lying leg curls, and finish off with some like stack loaded leg press?
Urs says influencers, and then he says, but you're a bodybuilder, in my opinion, to be honest. Sam's face is like, he's so happy. I love seeing it. And Urs, look at his face. Look at his face. He is so happy. These guys are having a great day. This is fantastic. Oh, that's great. What Urs is doing, that's really awesome. It's like he's helping him using the footrest. I never would have thought to do that. Really, really cool.
Oh, now you saw it. Good, stay in it. You don't need to go out of the way here. Yep. 10, 9, 8. Come on, only 2 my hands. 6, 5 more for today. Come on. Finish it up. 4.
He's allowing Sam to focus on the portion of the movement that he believes is the most critical, because if Sam goes the whole way, I'm assuming he's going to start closing the movement with his shoulders at this point in time, which is going to prevent him from even getting any stress on the chest, really, overall. So you might as well cut that part of the movement out, Urs is saying, I believe, and just focus on what you can get. So like partials, essentially. If Sam is so focused on closing it that he starts shifting to his shoulders, why are you even there at that point? You're not training shoulders, you're training chest. So I think that's where he's going with this, and I think it's an excellent, excellent thought pattern.
All right, Urs is fucking ahead of the game. I don't even have my shirt off yet.
You can get 2 steps in front, so.
All right, let's see.
Oh my God, listen, what the heck's going on over here? And Urs is over here standing around half naked.
To be fair.
Equally pumped all around. Actually, I don't know. This guy might be a little more pumped than me.
Show the legs, bro.
Show the legs. I'll leave these pants on.
Show the legs. For one front pose, and then you can put it back on.
Oh my God. All right, well,
as long as you have undies on, it's good.
Show the legs, bro. Show the legs. I love it. This guy's great vibes.
My pants too. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. You see the guy in the background looking over at these two? Oh my God. Can you imagine what this kid is thinking? Urs, I don't even know what he's wearing, bro. That looks like his whole cheeks are probably showing. Yo, this kid, man. They both look absolutely phenomenal. Oh my God. Look at the striations in Urs's butt. And that kid, he's going to be scarred for life, that kid. Man. Or maybe it's what he'll need in order to become like these guys. I don't even know, but I'm pretty sure he's just going to be scarred for life. Those, his glutes, they look evil, bro. They look diabolical. They're like what you'd see in a nightmare, bro. Insane that a human being can look like this, and he's not even at his peak at this point. And Sam's Christmas tree is popping, and he's not even shredded. It shows you how genetics play a role in things. He keeps very little fat in his lower back where that Christmas tree is, and he is just like at any point in time, I think you could see his Christmas tree just popping. Urs, who is more shredded than Sam, according to this camera angle and lighting, doesn't even have a Christmas tree looking like that. That is insane.
Good job, buddy. But you're so like tight here. You need massage work on there.
Gotcha.
into this, and you need to retract. You need like a new stand like this.
Back here.
So that would be way better because you open up.
Something that I really appreciate, Urs says that Sam is very tight up here, very tight. He said you might need like a massage work so that you can stand normal. And in the last video, I mentioned that Sam looks like he has a chest that caves in. If Sam is tight this way, his chest is going to cave in, which is actually what one of the commenters mentioned in that in the comments section on that video. He said, I don't think Sam has that problem that you mentioned. I think he's just tight. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But that very well makes a lot of sense. Sam needs to switch from his natural posture like this to like this. Absolutely. That's the way normal people will typically stand. Excellent. And I see Sam here standing straight up, shoulders back, more in a like a neutral stance, chest popping out. Looks fantastic. Sam is really happy talking to these guys when they know what they're talking about. Absolutely. Sam is having an amazing free education along with an amazing time with these monsters in the industry where he can learn and soak the knowledge up. The interesting thing is that I just don't know if he's actually using it. So maybe he knows it, forgets it. Maybe he gets to know it and just decides to do his own thing. Regardless of what it is, I would think he'd be using it more. But hey, you know, he's doing great where he's at.
It's so fucking fun talking to these guys where they really know their shit. Plus, they've got the, they've got the historical level of gains to back it up. You know, I mean, there is a certain steel sharpens, or iron sharpens iron kind of mentality where it's like lifting with guys who are pretty fucking serious and who are way bigger than you. Or at least even like pretty much bigger than you. Dude, it gets you excited, man. That's where, so now I'm really not excited to go back to my regular routine where it's just going to be me and nobody else like that.
I would not want to go back to my regular routine after working with these guys. I mean, just imagine how cool it feels. The fact that I'm over here sharing this video with you guys, I feel like I was with Sam and Urs. And that makes me really happy. It makes me excited. It makes me want to talk about it. It makes me want to get, I feel like I'm a part of it. And I feel like I'm making you guys a part of it too. And you guys are with me and we're with them. You know what I'm saying? I get the hype from these videos too. And so I can only imagine what Sam feels like in real life. Just imagine if you had someone like Sam or Urs or Larry or anybody who is decent to hang around be like, hey, I want to train with you. Let's go. Let's talk it up. Let's chat it up. Let's do our thing. Man, I'd be like, I jump on the next plane. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I hope Julian starts to get. I hope he gets it. I hate to bring it back to him. I'm not trying to bash him at this point. But what I'm trying to get is when he came working with Larry, he came with more of like his nose up in the air. I know a lot. His head's puffed up because he's young. So give him some grace, right? I have to give him some grace. He's young, so he's got a big head. People are treating him like he's this amazing person, amazing athlete when he's not. Let's just be honest. He is not. At least not yet. But to see him work with Hani and see Hani put him in his place was phenomenal. All I was thinking that whole video was, man, I would love to train with Hani. I would love to do it. Because, I mean, so much of what Hani was giving him, Julian, I was giving him before Hani even gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? So just to work around people who have that knowledge and that experience is just amazing. And guys, that's why I recommend watch these videos. Watch them. You're going to get so much out of them. You're going to be able to learn to train like a pro without ever coming in contact with a pro.
Have to make sure I still push it even when I don't have a goddamn Olympian next to me giving me some assisted reps on chest press or on some of the flies. But no, they're so a lot of the stuff he was telling me is the stuff I'm kind of working on with those with the rounded overness in my pressing. So all I'm hearing from Urs and from Hani last night, we were having a little chat, was I got to get some deep tissue work. So I think that's on my agenda now. Once I head back home, there's a guy I know from one of the gyms I go to where he does that kind of stuff.
He actually said, Urs and Hani, that he's too rounded, and that he needs deep tissue work. I'm assuming the commenter saw this video and was able to then deduce, yes, he needs some deep tissue work. Or if he didn't, good on that guy, because he knew that Sam needs deep tissue work. It didn't occur to me that he's just tight. And so it seems like, based on his most recent video with Larry, he's only gotten tighter. He has not been getting the deep tissue work. And he also has not fixed the rounding of what's going on. So hey, personal choice. He's acknowledged it on camera. He knows it. And if he chooses not to do it, hey, it is what it is. But at least he knows. That's the most important thing, is knowing. Then you have the choice, fix it or not. It's crazy that at this point in time, and even probably till today, Sam is still mentally younger in bodybuilding in comparison to his frame, in comparison to his physique. It's incredible. With the knowledge that these guys give him, he could, if he used the knowledge, be just look at how amazing he is now. Just imagine how much even better he could be if he listened and implemented it more often. Man, I mean, I'm just glad he knows.
Just listening to YouTube comments or even just videos alone without the practical experience of going to the gym and working out. I mean, somebody could watch, or maybe you could like somehow use ChatGPT to generate like the perfect workout tutorial video, combining everything that everybody has ever said about working out. But that's still not going to beat the hands-on experience.
Just looking at YouTube comments or video alone, it's not going to give you exactly what you need. Being around these guys is, but when you're watching these guys do the videos, that's what it's about. I love that this video with Urs was so educational, because not all of them are. The one with Hani and Julian, that was educational as well. But there's a majority of them out there that is not necessarily educational. It's just like, watch me flex, watch me do this, watch me get out of my car, it's a Lamborghini, blah, blah, blah. And so this is the gold, guys. This is the great stuff. Oh, it can change the way you train. And I'm happy to share this stuff with you, break it down. I've gotten so many beautiful comments from you beautiful people. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it.
That is not a bad environment to be in, because frankly, I think that the density of quality information and like real actual fitness tips and like exercise selection and dieting and everything else, that's where you're going to get the real brunt of the information that you're looking for. Because just listening to YouTube comments or even just videos alone.
Right. You can see right here that Sam is basically admitting that he has no idea what he's doing. But he's going to use, I love the humility, but he's going to use these guys' examples in order to improve his own training. He's admitting to you. He's coming clean, like, guys, I'm a regular dude. I watch videos on YouTube. I train a little bit, but I don't have that hands-on experience, and I don't have that knowledge from the pros. He's admitting it. Humility is fantastic. I just don't know why he hasn't really been implementing it. I don't know.
Right? I mean, it was pretty funny when we were eating. We were talking about all a bunch of like specific kind of machines and stuff. And I'm telling him, oh, I love the Rogers hip press. And he's like, oh, I fucking hate that machine, right? One guy can completely or it can have a completely different sense and like feeling and actual like connection with a certain machine or a certain movement or anything else. And it's like, so what's the answer? Obviously, it's not, okay, I want to be a top dog bodybuilder guy. I want to make some serious gains. I want to keep beefing up. I should train exactly like these guys and do everything that they do. That's looking at it at a surface value. So when it comes to your training, it's not so much doing what everyone says is the perfect approach. It's more so kind of uncovering what that perfect fucking approach is for you specifically.
Sam says it's not about doing what everybody else is doing or telling you to do. It's about discovering your own approach. Yes. And maybe that's why he still does things the way he does. And hey, that's cool. But I am going to give a caveat that I do believe Sam should have mentioned because it's very important. Yes, absolutely right. It's not about doing what people say, because there's a million ways, again, to do the same thing. And everybody's different. It is about making your own way, but it's very, very important before you make your own way to understand the correct way how to do things first. So then you can go at it, take the knowledge, take a little bit of what you love, take a little bit of what you hate, blend it into your own thing. Find your own way. But you need the good knowledge first, and that's why it's so important to get the knowledge as much as you can. Now, Sam, last I checked, when he went for his IFBB Pro card, he did not use a coach. He won that show. There were some people out there who said he should not have won the show. I think he should have won the show. But many people said, oh, he's just an influencer and that's why they gave it to him. I don't think so. When you look at the guy, he was in incredible conditioning, incredible structure, physique. But he did it on his own. I think it's great. And so you know what? It brings me peace to know that Sam's not just blindly training what many people would feel suboptimal. He's doing what he wants to do. You know what? I'm at peace. At least he knows. I don't have to wonder anymore. Sam's over here talking about the guys that are willing to adjust, stop doing the skull crushers when they hurt their elbows. Julian. Change the weight, maybe do less weight, do more volume because they're getting older. It's for longevity. Those are the ones that are going to continually progress and be able to not just progress, but be in it for a long time. I can't help but think, what about Sam? What about the gear? I don't know what he's on. I have no clue. None of us do, because I don't think he's ever told anybody. He has mentioned, I think, one time that he's on gear, as far as I know. But as far as the drugs go, as far as the gear, what's that doing to him on the inside? Is his longevity being affected? Obviously, it's not going to make him healthier, right? But I hope this is in the back of his mind because I don't think any of us want to see him in a bad place. At least I hope none of us want to see him in a bad place.
The guys who I know are going to continue to... excuse me. The guys who I know are going to continue to make real gains and are going to continue to kind of adjust their training as they get older, as they get more experienced, realize like, okay, I probably shouldn't do any more skull crushers. It's just wrenching my elbows. I'm wasting like my elbows' health for no reason. I should just stick to like ropes or cables and things like that. Like the guys who can do that are the ones who are going to continue to adjust and actually stay in the green in terms of their progress. Now, that's not purely training related. That also lets diet come into play. But really, the only trick with dieting, the only trick for me with dieting, at least, is you gotta, and this is from my perspective, this is a Sam tip, This is not just a generalized tip. I think tracking your calories is the fucking way to do it. I think getting into macro tracking and making sure you hit your numbers every day, it's basically a fucking cheat code.
I love that this is a Sam tip. This isn't like a for you tip. This is like a Sam, like this is an opinion, basically. I got told the other day in the comments that I should stop saying this is just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about that. Should I stop saying that? I feel like it's important to constantly remind others that, hey, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes all the time. This is my thoughts. These are my opinions. Take them, run with them, and use what you love and find to work, and disregard the rest.
Longer like a guessing game of how much food you ate or like what your rate of calorie consumption is. You know it. It's something that can be tracked. The issue is it's just kind of hard to do. It's annoying. So this will be my last little thing before we call it a day and get ready to head back home. But it's worth it. It is well fucking worth it to start to focus on the basics of purely just making sure you get enough fuel in for your training, because it flips around and it's going to pay off dividends. You know, there's a certain limit of physical energy expenditure and recoverability from even like an insanely solid training day, where if you don't eat enough food, how can you expect to fully recover yourself and over recover into making actual gains, so that when you come back to the gym, you actually come back stronger, instead of just being the same guy year after year after year. And then if I didn't make gains for like 3 years straight, what are the odds that I'm going to keep working out hard? Right? You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's just not going to happen. So that's where I say, start tracking your calories, ease into it, track your protein first, maybe keep a food scale in the kitchen, right? And then over time, just keep getting into it. I promise it will fucking help you. Now, that's only for once you've gained to the point where now you're no longer just gaining muscle from regular training and like eating as much food as you're hungry for. That's where I think it does help to actually leverage that dieting side of things.
Excellent advice from Sam. I agree. Many people don't want to track calories, track macros. You don't have to do this stuff, but he's saying at least if you track it, then you can track it. You can make changes. You know where you're standing. So I agree 150,000 million%. And if you don't want to start it right away, do what he's saying. Start small. Just start with the protein. Move your way up from there. Buy a food scale. I have one. I use it all the time. I told you guys, I went from 300 pounds down to 145 pounds. I didn't do that with this intuitive eating approach. I did not do it. If it works for you, it works for you. I can't imagine it working very well, especially when you're striving for a goal, right? If you're just winging it, you have room for error. But if you're really want to hit your goal hard, guys, food scale. Track the calories, track the protein, get the sleep, train to failure, rinse and repeat.
If you take somebody who works out pretty hard and you feed him more than enough food so that he's actually in a calorie surplus and he's nice and fully carbed up and pumped, and when he works out, he's extra strong and energized, he's getting good rest, versus the guy who still trains just as hard, but, you know, is only eating calorie maintenance, who's going to win? Who's going to make more gains? Who's going to make more progress? And who's going to be able to look back on their time training and be able to say, it's like, all right, I'm happy with what I did. I know that everything I did actually paid off into something later on, and I've made significant changes over this period of time with this amount of fucking workload. And it's not a, you know, that's not just like an arbitrary kind of thing. Dude, making gains is fucking cool.
Sam here mentions that who's going to win? A guy who's training really hard and doing everything right, but eating at calorie maintenance, or a guy who's like bulked up, who's doing everything right? He's saying obviously it's the bulked up guy. Yeah, well, what is bulking though, right? There's many people out there who consider 1,000 calories extra, 2,000 calories extra on top of your NEAT, on top of, you know, that includes your lifestyle, your training, everything. 1,000 on top of that, a bulk. Some people consider it 2,000. Some people consider bulking an excuse to get fat. I was talking to one of my potential clients the other day, and he said to his wife, "Hey, honey, I'm about to start training with Joe. Like I told you, you better know that I'm going to start getting fat because I'm going to have to start bulking." I didn't say nothing. You're not getting fat under my watch. You're not getting fat. I'm not plugging my training program. I'm simply just stating a fact. He ain't going to get fat. He's going to eat enough to recover and build. The important part is the training. You need to supply food to the muscles in order to build it back, and more so, right? Sustain it and build it back. But if you're eating so much to the point where those calories are simply turning into fat, you're wasting your time later when you need to cut down because you became obese or something like that. So, very important to keep that in mind, guys. Looking to gain muscle is not an excuse, should not be an excuse, in my opinion, to get fat. If you want to have a 2,000 calorie surplus, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But at the end of it all, I really think you have to be careful. It doesn't cost too many calories to build muscle. I keep getting told by my wonderful subscribers that I need to tell you guys to like and subscribe. So like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. What are you waiting for? If you love the video, like and subscribe.
And who's going to be able to look back on their time training and be able to say, it's like, all right, I'm happy with what I did. I know that everything I did actually paid off into something later on, and I've made significant changes over this period of time with this amount of fucking workload. And it's not a, that's not just like an arbitrary kind of thing. Dude, making gains is fucking cool. And apart from any kind of fun, like disciplinary, like you say, it's like, oh, it's a lot of hard work. And dude, it's just fun. Working out, being strong, feeling good, like being able to walk into the gym and not be worried about like how your back feels because you've been eating enough food and you've been resting so you're nice and recovered. That just feels good. That's what I like. That's the fun part. Frankly, the amount of like dopamine that gets released in my mind, like my subjective level of like happiness when I sit there and do like a fully pumped pose down right now at 260 versus when I was a beginner at like 170 or 160, it's got to be right fucking there, because that's the fun part. But it's kind of a, work hard, play hard situation. I think that the gym and your actual lifts should be really fucking, not chill, but almost like a given.
Sam's saying that it's easy to be excited when you're training and you're seeing results. Absolutely. In the beginning of your training journey, you might see if you're doing things properly, and even if you're not really doing things properly, if you're new, you're going to see results. What gets hard is when you've been training for like 10 years and the results have slowed down substantially, and you're not seeing those results anymore, and you're doing the same thing every day, and it's like, why am I doing this? Some people just love to train. Some people, like myself, train because they have to sleep at night. If they don't train and exhaust themselves, they don't sleep. But for many people, it's the results that are fun. Yeah, Sam's results are fun, absolutely. But it's very hard to want to continue doing it even when the results are gone. So I hope you guys have a love for training, because keep in mind, your results aren't going to be the same as Sam's. Let him inspire you. Let him inspire you. Absolutely. But yes, it's true. He is on supplements that are going to help him. So the results going to be way different than the results you get. Don't compare your results to him or people like him. Compare them to you. I think that's very important. Use them as inspiration, these other people as inspiration. But don't compare yourself to them. You're not doing what they're doing.
I can't say it enough. Your outside of the gym routine has so much more impact on your in the gym performance than I think a lot of people realize. And I might not do it justice when I just say count your macros, track your calories. I think that's on me. I got to start to maybe change up the way that I kind of advertise track and that kind of stuff. But I mean, all I can really say there is like the amount of gains, the amount of like physical progress, just like actual enjoyment in the gym that I get to have, it would not even be close to the level that it is now if those things outside of the gym weren't being looked at with a pretty reasonable amount of like vigor and kind of discipline, like consistency, where I know I'm kind of on track for the things that I want to do.
Absolutely 100%. Your outside of the gym routine has so much of an impact on your inside of the gym training and routine. Absolutely right. If you're not doing things right outside of the gym, you're not going to see the results the same, if at all. I'm genuinely just really happy watching him. Listen, guys, you can call me a simp if you want. I love watching this guy. I think he's great. And he brings happiness to me. He's over here talking well about other people. He's over here giving great, fantastic advice. Whether he uses it or not, that's another story. But listen, this was so much fun. So happy to be here with you guys. At this point, we've been recording for 2 hours and 30 minutes, going on 31 minutes, guys. I am done. I am shot. I can't wait to go have something to eat because all this guy's doing is talking about food. I am so hungry right now. And I hope you're all doing well. I can't wait to catch you guys in the next video. Like and subscribe if you appreciated this. And thank you so much, guys, for all the support and love you show on this channel.